Hello, this is Sherlock and Watson, and the reason why we were not uploading is because we were on vacation to a cabin high in the mountains.
Oh yeah.
So, we're on vacation, and this will be a story time of our paranormal experience. We were with our cousin at the cabin, and then we came up with something. We were like, let's see if this house is haunted.
Yeah.
So what we did was we went to the basement, and then
We got this idea from Shane Dawson's Queen Mary video.
yeah.
So, we went to the basement and we knew a specific room was like sketchy and it looked haunted. So we turned all the lights off and took a picture with the flash. And we saw like an orb in the picture, like those like ghost orbs.
Elliot, our cousin, he took a picture, and it was like all weird. Like it didn't look like a normal picture. Like there was like orbs everywhere. It was so creepy. So then what we did
Was we went outside to try to hunt for them. We didn't find any ghosts, but what we did find was... You say it.
So we found this thing. I'm gonna put a picture on the screen. We found this fairy home thing. So, and then we thought it was so creepy. And what Watson did, he yeeted the fairies off the cliff. So, after Watson yeeted the fairies off of the cliff, fog started to
Envelop the area.
Yeah, it was so creepy. Like, that outside was just sketchy anyway. So, later that night, we went over to the hockey table. Because there's an air hockey table.
There's an air hockey table.
And the haunted room, which is in the basement. So, there's 2 rooms in the basement, right?
Yeah.
There's the haunted bedroom and
bedroom and the game room. We slept in the game room.
Yeah, the semi-haunted game room.
Yeah.
Like, the game room is haunted, there's ghosts in here, but they're not, harmful.
Yeah.
But in the other room, it's haunted in there.
Yeah, it's hell haunted in there.
So what we did was we got to the air hockey table. And then we put the puck in the middle of the table. And then we put, yes, no, as, a side. And then we turned on the table. And then whatever it went to, it would be the response. So we said, do you like us being here? And then it went to yes. And then, we kept getting random answers. And then we wanted to wonder what gender it was. So we were like, are you a boy or a girl? And then, it said no. And then we were like, what? And then it kept saying no. And then we were like, how could this happen? Is it non-binary or something?
Non-binary!
Maybe that could be the case, but then Watson came up with something. It could have been an unborn baby. Just kind of creepy.
Yeah.
So we were like, okay, this is kind of getting serious and weird. So
it's getting a little depressing and strange.
I just felt a depressed aura in the room.
Yeah, right after we came up with that, we just felt a very depressed it wasn't silly or funny anymore. It was more of a serious situation as we got that idea into our heads.
So we were like, this is probably bullshit. That's what we thought.
Yeah, that's what we thought. But the next morning,
we
came up with remember we watched Shane's video. We're gonna link that down in the description. It's a pretty good video.
Yeah, I suggest you guys watch it because it's great.
Yes. So, in Shane's video, the squad, they all got into the closet and said, say something. And they heard a...
Yeah, so Elliot had an idea where,
At this point, Watson, aka me, is upstairs. So it's just Elliot and Sherlock.
So... Elliot had the idea, hey, let's do what the squad did. Go in the closet and then say something. I was like, you're a genius, let's go do it. So we went in the closet in the room. So there's this haunted furnace or something. The orbs are mostly near this creepy furnace. So we were like, ew, okay, so and then we went we went into the cabinet. It was Elliot first, so Elliot went into the cabinet, and then he went like say something, and then he got out and then he said, "Did you do that?" And I was like, "No, I didn't do that." And then I was like, he could be kidding. He's like usually kidding about this stuff. Like he's just usually bullshitting. And then I went in there, and then I heard a boom at the back, and I was like, "Wait, did he do that?" I went out and say, "Elliot, did you do that?" And he was like, "No." I was like, "We need to get Watson down here." And then Watson came back down to tell your experience.
So they told me to get in the closet cabinet thing, because it's a pretty big cabinet, because there are no shelves inside. So I got into the cabinet and I said, "Say something." Nothing. I said, "Say something again," and I heard like a. It was different from Sherlock's, but it was like a.
Yeah, because there's multiple ghosts, so we can tell like the story of the ghosts at the end. So
Yeah. So that was our paranormal experience at.
There was more.
Wait, there's
the
more?
whisper.
Oh my god! I totally forgot about the whisper.
So we do this thing, like, there's, like a Rickroll. So, like, everyone knows about the Rickroll. Like, you, like, Rickroll someone. But, like, for example, we would say, like, we do that with a song called Jolene, no copyright.
Jolene by Dolly Parton, pretty good song. Totally recommend.
So.
Love Dolly. Okay, I'm sorry, continue.
Okay, so. If we say no Jolene electricity, it wouldn't count. Electricity is another song.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't count.
You're calling it, like it's saying like no Rickroll, and you would call it. That's just our rules that we made up. It's complicated, but you get the point.
So, in that basement earlier, this was like at like the very end. We were like packing your bags.
Was this in the morning?
Because I heard one at night, and then we did it in the morning. So what happened was, I heard like a whisper, said, like in that whisper voice.
Yeah, because we've been saying that for the past like however long we were staying there. So that we feel like the ghost was mocking us.
Yeah, like the ghost mocks us. So we went back upstairs, right? And then we were like, in the morning, Elliot was like, "Let's go on the staircase and see if we can hear it." So then we went like, "No Jolene," and then we heard. We all heard it.
We all heard it.
Like, Elliot and Watson only heard, like, one part of it, but I heard, like, all of it. I heard all of the no Jolene. I heard it all. It was so freaking creepy. Like, it was mocking us. That's so creepy. Oh, my God. Whenever I would go up that staircase from the basement, I would always hear a noise. Like, something's following me.
I just felt bad vibes in that basement.
It was fun, though. I loved it.
Yeah, and we tried checking everything else for paranormal shit. Like, we took pictures, we did the say something, but nothing else. No other room was haunted besides the basement.
Yeah, because I think that, like, the noise that I heard in that little closet was just Zoe's tail.
Oh my god.
Zoe's the dog, by the way.
Zoe's the, Elliot's dog, and her tail's like boom,
boom, boom, boom, boom.
We would try to sleep, and it'll be boom, boom.
So,
boom.
like, in the basement, we couldn't hear Zoe's tail.
Yeah, and Zoe's tail wouldn't sound like there was a noise. It was like a specific finger going.
But I heard a boom.
Yeah, like a.
Because there's multiple ghosts in there. So, what I conclude from the story. So we were in the forest, and then the cabin, it was probably rebuilt, and then the basement was probably still there, because it kind of looked old.
Yeah.
And it was refurbished. So, we think that a family was staying up here at the mountains. And then the cabin burned down. And then they were stuck at this cabin. And then there was probably someone who was pregnant on like their first trimester. And then there was a baby that didn't make it. So that's why there's multiple ghosts. And
it's because it's an entire family.
Yeah. And I think it was next to that furnace, because furnace, fire.
Yeah. It's like, also, maybe we came up with another one that maybe a car ran off the cliff and they haunted the cabin. But I like the fire one better.
Yeah, that one's most likely. Actually, both of them.
Thing is, at first we were joking about this ghost thing, but now it's just getting a little more
Yeah, of course, Watson.
serious.
Like, before we did the say something and the whisper, he was like, this is all bullshit. Like, I think this is bullshit. And then we started believing more. Like, we started getting invested in the story.
Yeah, so we will release, if possible, paranormal vlogs if we can.
Yeah, so we're probably going to come back to the cabin next year and see what comes up.
Yeah. So, hope you guys enjoyed this paranormal story time.
So the last thing I'm going to tell you.
Oh, wait, we're not done. Sorry about that.
It's okay. So the last thing I'm going to say is that when we were in that hockey room, we said, like, do you want to get out of here? And the spirit said yes.
So, if you think this is bullshit, comment below. If you think this is real and something has happened to you, go ahead and comment.
So, honestly,
we
think
both don't
that-
know. We both don't know. We're not, like, total believers of this. We just think it's a little strange and it might have been paranormal.
like, this is the most paranormal shit that I've ever encountered in my whole life.
Me too. Like, people don't usually encounter this shit, but we did.
And it was scary. What was the scariest part, do you think?
Say something. That was creepy.
That was, like, so real and creepy. Like, this was mostly Elliot's idea.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
I could tell he was really invested. And he was also really scared whenever doing that hockey. He was like, I'm going upstairs. Like, I'm scared of this.
Yeah, he didn't want to do it.
So, also what happened is our stuff was disappearing from
Oh,
that
we
coffee
would
table.
put something on a coffee table and it would just disappear. It's crazy. And then you'd find it like right by the coffee table, but you had to turn the whole house upside down, even though.
Yeah, so my 3DS and then my MCR band, which I found. It was my favorite one. It was like right next to my bag, which was also really weird because I would have found it if it was next to my
I know.
bag.
And our cousin Elliot, he lost his knife. He put it on the coffee table and he lost it.
Yeah, he had like a pocket knife. It's like it's like a small belonging that could like easily be lost.
Yeah. And
I
it'll
just
disappear.
found it. It's weird.
I hope you guys enjoyed that video. So we will be back to our regular scheduled programming.
And soon, I'm not sure tonight or tomorrow. Oh, we have the GameCube in here. I totally didn't know that. I thought we disconnected the GameCube. Whatever. Okay, I'm sorry. So
we are going to do a Luigi's Mansion. Sorry, I'm getting like hyped like a kid's channel. Luigi's Mansion full playthrough, guys. So I hope you're excited for that.
So what we're gonna do is we are don't click off. Okay, so
Please don't
we
click
are
off.
going to do a Luigi's Mansion
Entire
full
playthrough.
game. It won't be a speed run. It will just be a full playthrough.
But we're like Girl Defined. We talk too long. This video is like almost 15 minutes.
That's because the story time's usually that long.
I know, but we talk forever. Our outros take 10 years. We are going to do a live stream either today or tomorrow night. Luigi's Mansion, full playthrough.
It's gonna be timed, and Watch is
Yes.
gonna play it. I thought you knew rock paper scissors.
I'm going to play it.
No, I meant Sherlock.
Oh my god, I was like,
I'm so sorry.
I was like, no, I'm not.
I've beaten that game so many times. It's honestly very easy. So.
Oh
Oh man, I'm gonna have to prepare for that. I'm gonna take my food and.
All right, either hope for today, but if not, tomorrow night. See you guys.
Bye.